You definitely need a better fucking microphone or a camcorder or something, dude, because, if you're going to do videos on here, one of the prerequisites for people watching them is being able to fucking hear them and understand what you're saying. And you haven't met that you didn't meet that prerequisite in this particular instance. If ears could squint, that's what mine were doing. Oh, by the way, you didn't have, you don't. I was reading a script in that video. As I don't know if that was apparent or not. I would think it would be because I was a lot more articulate than I usually am. I mean, it wasn't entirely scripted. There were a few parts where I went off the script, but for the most part, it was scripted. You didn't have to copy the whole thing down. I could have sent it to you. I don't do many scripted videos, so I guess that information is kind of worthless unless you decide to refute another one of my scripted videos in the future. This is not so much going to be a refutation of the points you made, because I think that my points remain the same. I didn't change my stance on any given thing based on what you said. But I would like to, and maybe this is out of bounds, and I apologize if it is, but I would like to point something out about your personality and what you're doing here. I could tell by the approach you took to me that you are an individual who believes very strongly in compromise. At least that's how you come across. Maybe it was just timidity, I don't know, but it seemed like you very much value everyone having a say, and you pretty much confirmed that belief when you said that the next best thing to me becoming a Christian is for your video to make me stronger in my position of being an atheist. So it's pretty obvious that you are very much in favor of people having a wide variety of ideas, which I am too, albeit in a very different way. The problem, the thing I've noticed about you though is that your beliefs are a compromise between religious fundamentalism and between fundamentalist Christian and moderate Christian stances. You seem to believe that all religious text, even the Quran, like the Quran and the Talmud and all other text out there of all religions, are ultimately talking about the same God. Maybe some are a little bit more close to the mark than others, but they're all basically talking about the same higher power. So it seems to me like you're an individual who very much values compromise in all things, and you have taken a lot of different philosophies and you kind of mesh them into your own little tapestry, which is something that I think people should do to an extent. But I think maybe you've taken it a little too far, because it seems to me like what you've done is create this kind of Borg-like mentality where all new ideas are, where, no one idea ever really replaces another, but they're all just assimilated into a collective of ideas that really have no definition, that really have no... I mean, you believe that the Bible is infallible, and you believe that that certain parts of it are symbolic, and you believe that certain parts of it are just being poetic, and, well, that's all well and good, but I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I don't want to come across like I'm pitying you or something, but really that is the case. I don't know how to convey to you what your video makes me think. I wasn't even thinking about theology halfway through it. I was just thinking about you and your mindset here. I don't know. I'm not going to try to psychoanalyze you publicly or anything like that, but maybe you should, take a more introspective look at yourself if you haven't, and kind of question why you feel the need to embrace such a wide variety of ideas that really do not mesh together, and just try to force you're forcing a bunch of square pegs into a bunch of round holes, and a bunch of round pegs into a bunch of square holes. You have the puzzle pieces from several different puzzles, and you're trying to make them into one picture. it just doesn't work, man. I'm sorry. Fuck. This is probably fucking rude. I shouldn't even be doing this. But that's my whole honesty thing, though. Can't lie. I try not to, anyway. I try not to be dishonest, and you do deserve a response, but this is the only response I can give you, and it's probably insulting. I'm sorry.